Good afternoon and welcome to the 2024 Masita All-Ireland Post-Primary Hurling Final. The Paddy Buggy Cup here in Abbottstown. It's a little bit of a breezy Abbottstown, but apart from that, conditions are perfect and we're looking forward to an absolutely classic encounter between St Killians Garntar from Antrim and the Blackwater Community School from Lismore and Waterford. I'm delighted to be joined today by good Waterford man John O'Dwyer, who's here to keep things fair and impartial between the two of us, and hopefully we won't fall out during this. So John, looking forward to a really good, lively, exciting game between two very, very exciting teams today.
Both teams, some high quality players on both sides, and really looking forward. I think we're going to get a very close, very tight game.
Yeah, brilliant, John. Thanks a million for that. So we got a chance this week to go and meet the two sets of management of the Blackwater Community School and St Killians Garntar. So we've got a little bit of footage here from both sets of managers.
Look, the build up in the school, in the run into these kind of competitions, always a great time.
Yeah, look, it's great excitement. There's a lovely buzz around the school. We've had great support in the Munster final and even Saturday in the All-Ireland semi-final. We had huge numbers travel, so it's lovely to come back in school on the Monday morning after Saturday and see the excitement and everyone looking forward to an All-Ireland final.
From your point of view as a player, what's it been like trying to stay out of the bubble of the excitement too much while staying focused on the job?
Yeah, sure. Look, there's a lot of hype around the game, I suppose, around the school. We're just trying our best to stay focused and get ready for the match.
And I suppose, look, when a team goes on a run like this, what kind of a bond gets created between the panel from one all the way up to the extended panel?
There's a great bond now in the team, in fairness. We played a lot of games, we trained a lot, and we put a lot of work into this, so we're fairly close now.
In terms of picking from a full panel or a full deck, what's the bill of health like for the squad?
No, we've a clean bill of health, thank God. And look, this time of year, or this time of the season, you want everyone to be right for a final, and we've been very lucky that way. So we're hopefully picking from a full deck on the weekend.
This time of the year, it's starting to look a little bit more like springtime. There's a little bit of excitement. The pitches are starting hopefully to dry up a small bit. It must be lovely to have to look forward to an All-Ireland final.
That's great, yeah. It makes school a lot easier as well, being able to go out and hurl after it and everything. It's good to look forward to it. And I
suppose how have the studies been going while this has been going on? Are they parked momentarily, I suppose, until after the...
Yeah, they're a small bit affected now at the game, but we'll get back onto it after the final, I suppose.
Fintan, I suppose, look, finally, in terms of, with young fellas like this who are going out to play in big days like this, what's the key message from the coaches, as they embark on probably for what will be many of them a huge day?
Yeah, and look, for a lot of them, it's probably the last day playing together too, and you just want them to give a good account of themselves and kind of perform to their best of their ability, because look, there's only one team can win, I suppose, and you want them to perform to their very best. And look, we've been lucky in that we've been getting a good performance in the games, and when we haven't played unbelievably, we've kept going to the bitter end. I think that's a good sign of any team, and that's what you're looking for, lads, to just keep going right down to the wire.
An Antrim side in the final will be a tough task.
Yeah, look, they're a massive team, and we've seen their Ulster final and seen their game against Portumna at the weekend as well. So they've some real stars here. Young McLaughlin played senior hurling for Antrim, so there's no secret in his ability, or they have some very good hurlers, so we know what he'll be up against.
Tell us a little bit about the buzz in the school and around the school in the lead up to such a big day.
The whole school's been buzzing, the whole community's sort of been buzzing the last number of weeks, really since the McGeehan final in January. So it's the first time the college has won it in 60 years. So the local community and all the parishes have really bought into it and are pushing the team on. So everybody in the whole of North Antrim is looking forward to it at the moment.
Tell us a little bit about the journey that the school has been on to this point in the competition.
Well, it's been a great journey. This group of lads, it's the first time in 60 years, so it's a special group, and it's been an unbelievable journey so far, and hopefully we can push on and win the All-Ireland.
In terms of the atmosphere at the school, being obviously being one of the key men on the team and trying to separate yourself from that bubble of excitement. What's that been like? How big of a challenge has that been?
It's been good. Everybody in school's excited, and the buzz is starting to come. But all the players have a job to do, and we're all looking forward to it.
And within the camp, let's say within the group, any time that you embark on these campaigns, it turns to build a bit of momentum throughout and build that bond between the squad. What's that been like from from 1 all the way up to 36?
Yeah, the squad, we're all very close and tight knit and group of friends. So it's been class. Just the journey, the momentum's keep pushing on. So hopefully keep carrying it.
As the man, I suppose, who's putting the master plan together, what has your job been like throughout the season with this group of players?
You know what? When you've got a special group of players that we have, it makes the managerial role that wee bit easier, and it's really about logistics and making sure that they're all fresh and ready to go, because they're representing so many teams, whether at county and club level, and it's really just about trying to keep the players fresh so that they can really showcase their talents as best they possibly can on match days, and so far they've been able to do that, and let's hope they do the same next Saturday. When you have a young man of this calibre on your squad and in your school, playing with Cushendall at the highest level and with the Antrim senior hurlers, that's a massive privilege and a massive plus to have in any squad. Look, it's special, and it's really down to the work rate that he puts in. Just such a great leader, because he's not one of these guys. He really puts a shift in. If he's not at a training session that we have, you can see that the standard sort of drops that wee bit, so he drives the whole team on. As there's a number of leaders throughout the team, and Joseph will say that himself, that it's not just him, but look, they're a special group of players, and he's one of the 15 that on the day will drive the school on. Lismore, Waterford, always any Waterford team will pose problems to anyone at this stage of a competition. It should be a cracker. Yeah, Lismore, very good team. We've watched a few of their matches, and they're a very good team. They'll be a tough opposition, but we're ready. And finally, I suppose as the team head out, it's always trying to, with young fellas, trying to get them to appreciate the occasion, but at the same time not let it get the better of them. What your parting words, I suppose, as they head out? Well, I just want them to go out and play on the day and express themselves, and that's what we're trying to do. Everybody will be nervous to a certain extent, but the bottom line is these are all quality players. I trust them all the way through, and it's really about them going out and expressing themselves, and if they do that, we'll not be far away in the day.
So, welcome back to Abbottstown, and you can hear a fantastic crowd here around me today. You can hear the horns and stuff. I'm sure they're all coming through loud and clear to you. Great atmosphere and a great buzz here in Abbottstown, and a fantastic crowd. Both sides, as you can see, are just out warming up. So very quickly across the country, of course, we have the A, C and D finals going on as well. So St Mary's Newport from Tipperary give a really strong performance, and they won 6-17 to 1-7 in the D final, beating Kalashtia from Galway in that final. In the C final, which took place last night, Skull Paul from Limerick actually won on a scoreline of 16 points to 1-8 against Kalashtia. And of course, the big one taking place at Croke Park has actually got very interesting, with St Killians now won 6 to 7 points down against St Raphael's Galway, so that looks like another cracker. So John, we're also hoping for a bit of a cracker here today, and I think if we get an opportunity we'll maybe look at the teams. We'll have a look at the Blackwater school first, John, and we'll you might tell us about some of the star players and some of the main men that we should be watching in this Blackwater team.
Yes, so on goal is Billy Murphy, Cushbreed Tallow. Full back line, number 2, Jack Toomey, Cappoquin, Tomas Ahern, Ballyduff full back, Conor Lynch, St Oliver's corner back. Right half back is Tyke Duffin, Lismore. Centre back Jake Henley, Cushbreed. Left half back then Callum McCarthy, Cushbreed also. Midfield combination who've been very strong all year, Joseph McDonald and Joseph O'Keefe, who was joint captain. And Joseph O'Keefe is one to watch out for definitely today. An outstanding year so far. Serious engine on him carrying the ball, so he will be definitely one to watch out for today. On the half forward line, Charlie Lenine, Lismore. Right half forward, Adam Cummins, centre forward, and James Hickey, Nabreed, left half forward. And the full forward line, Stephen Murphy, Cushbreed, Ben Cummins, full forward, and Ben O'Sullivan, the other joint captain, corner forward. The two bends inside will probably operate with a two-man full forward line. Serious goal threat, the two of them. Again, two other players definitely to watch out for during the game.
And you think Blackwater will probably go with a sweeper very early on, John?
I think they will. They've had in all their games and left the two bends inside.
Yeah.
And I expect them to go straight to a sweeper.
And there is a breeze, it is to be. We must remember there is a strong breeze as we're looking at it, blowing from right to left as we look at the pitch, and that certainly will be a factor, John.
It definitely is. Blackwater do like to play it out of the back, but if they have that breeze behind them, I'd expect Billy Murphy to be going long into the forward line.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks a million, John. We can see now the St Killian team's just warming up down to our left as well. We'll get a quick run through the St Killian's Guarantor team. Of course, the first year in 60 years they've managed to win the McGeehan Cup, the Ulster final, so it's a real achievement for this team, and it has been an exceptional year for this very strong team. So Thomas McLaughlin starts as their goalkeeper, and he's actually brother of the centre forward Joseph McLaughlin. Corner back, you've got Call Award with number 3 Caelan Devlin, both from the Glenariff club in Oceans Glenariff. Number 4 John Scullion, a real solid sturdy corner back that doesn't give much away. Number 5 from the Rory Oaks club in Cushendall is Austin Burt, and his teammate Charlie McCauley, who was a little bit of an injury doubt at number 6, but Charlie seems to have come through from a bit of an ankle injury, and he's lining out in centre back. Niall McGee plays number 7. He was outstanding in the All-Ireland semi-final a couple of weeks ago. Midfield again, and this is going to be the battle of the day, as John said. Callum McIlwain and Callum Mooney, two probably slight figures in there, not the biggest characters in the world, but they certainly play with their heart in the sleeve, those two guys, and it's going to be a real good match-up to see how they get on against Joseph McDonnell and Joseph O'Keefe, the two Josephs in midfield for Blackwater. The half-forward line for St Killian's line has been their most potent and their most dangerous all year. Cormac McCone has been outstanding all year at number 10. Oran O'Connor at number 12 has been fantastic, and of course the captain and centre forward Joseph McLaughlin has been the star man of this team all year long, and he really has been an exceptional club form for his club, Rory O'Cushendall, as well. The inside forward line is made up this year with Michael Fury starting at corner back. Again, the Glenariff man's had a very strong season, and he's a big, strong, able man in there. Oran McCambridge again at full forward with Niall Hines at 15, and it's a pretty formidable full forward line in there for St Killian's, probably designed more for their strength and their power on the tackle rather than their finesse and class on the ball, but they will be very dangerous for this Blackwater team to get a hold of. We're coming up and we're getting pretty close to throw in, as you can see, both teams in their huddle, and it's getting pretty exciting, John, and you can hear I would definitely say Blackwater have the edge in terms of supporters here from what I can see of black and white flags around me.
There is huge crowd brought up, a number of bus loads of students, and great atmosphere for final.
Yeah, and you think, of course, players to watch. Ben Cummins, of course, got that 110 in the Munster final. Was it the final or the All-Ireland semi-final? So the two end forward, the two Bens inside, you think are going to be the two main men to watch for this team today? I
think so. The main threat, Ben O'Sullivan, very direct inside. If he gets the ball anywhere within 30 yards, it's head down and go for it. Very direct inside.
Yeah, so it looks, as we're looking, the teams are getting lined out, and it does look as if Blackwater are going to be playing into that strong breeze in the first half, so it's going to be really important, John, that St Killian's managed to get a lead up. They are going to be playing with a fairly strong breeze in this first half, blowing, as I say, from right to left. And would you say St Killian's would need a 5-6 point lead playing into that, or with them?
I think so. With the breeze, it's a strong breeze, and just looking early on, Callum McCarthy has moved to midfield. Swap with Joe McDonald has now moved to the half back line, and Callum McCarthy has gone with Joseph O'Keefe to midfield.
Yeah, so that looks right away, as you say, like they have made changes to try and move them. And on the flip of that, it does look as if Joseph McLaughlin has also moved inside, and Cormac McCune has gone to centre forward. So changes all over the team, and you can see both sets of management are obviously trying to Owen Hines. So we're underway anyway, and straight away you can see it's straight away, and it's that man in there, and he's won the ball. Shot straight away there, right enough by Joseph O'Keefe. This one drops in, just drops to the right and drops wide. Pretty lively start all over here, and you can see young Thomas McLaughlin, brother of Joseph, taking his time with this puck out, and he's got good distance with it. He's dropping the ball, and you can see the wind, how it's carrying the ball. That's dropped right inside his own 45. This one breaks down onto Owen Hines. Hines gets his hand on the ball, the big number 15. First one of the day for Hines, first run of the day for Hines, and that's what he can do so well. Breaks the tackle, wins the foul, and it's a tap over free for Joseph McLaughlin, and the first opportunity of the day for the St Killian's man. And you can see, John, straight away the difference that long puck makes. The ball's dropping almost at the 21 from those puck outs.
Yeah, definitely there for using the breeze, let the ball in.
Yeah, and McLaughlin just taps this over 21 metres out straight in front of the net. Lovely free to get for a free taker right in front of the net, and a lovely settler for him to get him started. It's going to be just interesting to see how Billy Murphy copes with this strong breeze, whether he'll go short, which he does, and he pins it right up the middle, but that looks dangerous, and it's in here to Oren O'Connor with a chance on his right hand side, right on the 65. O'Connor's just let this drift to the right and just drift to the left, should I say, and just drift wide. That was unlucky, and St Killians will really want to make those count, John.
It will. The wind is going to be a huge factor. You can see they're pulling to the left, they're shooting from range, just to be very careful with the long range shots.
Yeah, and again, Billy Murphy hasn't found his man. Again, he's found the St Killians man, Cormac McKeown there. McKeown flicks this one over towards McCambridge out in the right. McCambridge has an opportunity, cuts in looking for goal. McLaughlin, goal chance! A goal straight away for Joseph McLaughlin. Brilliant play by Oren McCambridge there. Ran in, done the hard work, flicked it out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin makes no mistake from there. A goal and a point for St Killians and a goal and a point for Joseph McLaughlin.
A brilliant start for St Killians. Blackwater under serious pressure to get the ball up the pitch now. They'll have to win this puck out.
Yeah, and you can see just a couple of slightly off puck outs, and he would be better going long. Like, he has gone long and he's cleared well into his own half, and certainly his manager will be telling him to try and go for distance with those puck outs. Wrapped up there, Charlie McCauley. This one breaks to Joseph O'Keefe, flicks it on inside in time, that time towards Charlie Lineen. Charlie Lineen breaks through, but brilliantly tackled there that time by Call Award. The Blackwater fans looking for a foul, but it wasn't a foul. Niall McGee comes out this time, pins it down the line, but down the line nobody there except the Blackwater man. Michael Fury, probably guilty of being just a little bit sleepy in there. He comes out, looks for his centre back this time, and that's Jake Henley. Henley under pressure by the St Killians men. Henley wrapped up there very well by Oren O'Connor. Should be a foul, and it is a foul, yeah. Referee today is Matthew Redmond from Kildare, and the Blackwater fans certainly won't like what he done a few moments ago. It looked as if Charlie Lineen certainly could have been fouled, but he deemed it a good tackle by Call Award. And it's another opportunity for McLaughlin from just about 5 metres inside his own 45, and this is another very, very scoreable free, and it has been a fantastic start. After only 3 minutes, St Killians could be 1-2 to no score up. You can hear the air horns going. McLaughlin hangs this one up, and he's pinned this one right between the posts again. 1-2 for St Killians, no score for Blackwater.
You had the St Killians forward line working very hard. Blackwater will need to slow down the game, I think, just to win a free in around midfield, just to slow things down. They're under serious pressure the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, and if anything, Blackwater do look slightly more nervous, you know, and you can see we were talking about Fintan O'Connor there. So Fintan O'Connor has already managed to pick himself up a yellow card from Matthew Redmond there, and to be fair to the man to my left, John O'Dwyer did call that one before we started. So Billy Murphy this time again goes for distance, and that one's hung up, and it's well gathered this time by Charlie McCauley. Of course, an injury doubt. McCauley flicks it on to Owen Hines, who's getting on a lot of ball. Hines on his right hand side hangs this one up, but hangs it to the left, and this one goes wide, and that's a couple of bad wides, to be honest, for St Killians, and they could even be further in front at this stage.
Yeah, BCS Blackwater will have to come up with a better puck out strategy. They're just not winning. Good ball here now if they can get it out.
Yeah, and they are trying to go short. That breeze is strong, and that was a better puck out that time by Billy Murphy. He found his centre back Jake Henley there in good space. Henley managed to get this, and again Henley flicks this one going quick into the corner, but again St Killians are pretty well. They've got good numbers back there, and they don't seem to be getting caught out just yet. Probably going to be more of a challenge in the second half. Call Award just wanted much too long there, planted the feet and tried to take all day to clear it, and just got caught and was well tackled by the Blackwater man. This one goes in towards John Scullions over there, head down, being put under all sorts of pressure, and this one goes for a sideline cut. It looks to be a sideline going in. Matthew Redmond is pointing for a sideline going into Blackwater, and they certainly need a score early on, John, to get themselves settled into this game.
They do. They really need to get settled just to get a couple of scores. As I said, they're under serious pressure. There's a difficult, or it's actually a free. It's a free in. Yeah, it's a free in. Yeah,
it looked to us as if the linesman was given a sideline, but it looks as if it's the first free of the day for Blackwater.
Tough free now for
Yeah, it
sideline
is a
with the breeze.
difficult free. Yeah, it's certainly a lot difficult, more difficult than the St Killians one. But he's right out in that left sideline, and it's going to be a challenge for him, especially into this breeze. Strikes it well and looks as if he has missed it just on the near side, and he's just missed it to the left and wide. That's the first wide of the day for Blackwater. But they'll be a little bit more positive about the fact they were able to get up there. Thomas McLaughlin just goes route one, pins it right over towards Cormac McKeown, but this one goes over. Oren O'Connor has his hands on the ball, takes on his man, and he's running around his man. Great ball inside for Cormac McKeown. St Killian's looking for goals again.
Yeah.
Probably would be better taking their score at that stage, but does really well. Oh, the brilliant play that time, but he gives the ball away dangerously and right through the middle that time. From the left half back there, and that's Tag Duffin. Duffin coming out again, done really, really well to win possession, coming out of the tackle. But again, that St Killian's forward line is putting them under all sorts of pressure. Callach Mooney hangs this one up, hopefully into the air and towards that full forward line. McCambridge in there, and he's causing all sorts of trouble. This one's broke for Oren O'Connor. It's another goal. Oren O'Connor does fantastically well, flicks that one out to the side. Oren O'Connor just managed to get a stick on it and just flicked it past Billy Murphy. 2-2 to St Killians. What a dream start for them, John.
Serious start. That's a massive lead to have early on the first couple of minutes. Blackwater in trouble.
Yeah, we did talk about this. We talked about which team would be able to settle and start the quickest, and certainly St Killians have started much better. Brilliant climb that time. Niall McGee first to respond onto the break. McGee, who's been outstanding all year, coming through. Can McGee pick himself up a score? This one looks to have drifted to the right and drifted wide. That's the third wide of the day for St Killians. McGee is so good at that. He comes through, breaks the line and attacks the ball, and he'd just be disappointed that he couldn't get a score out of that.
The Killians, especially half forward line midfield, they're working very hard, getting the tackles in, and they're winning plenty of ball there.
This time, yeah, and that's the route they don't want them, and they're almost letting them
same
every
again.
single time they're coming out. They're actually being guilty of running through far too many tackles. Owen Hines going through, surely not another goal. Brilliant play that time by Billy Murphy, does really well to redeem himself in there. Plays this one on to Joseph McDonald. McDonald looks up and picks his options out. This time he's got time to deliver inside. Looks inside towards his corner forward that time and towards Stephen Murphy. Murphy turns in his right hand, but this one, as per Thomas McLaughlin, looks to be going to the left and going wide again, but that was better play from Blackwater that time.
Much better, but just need to get in closer, shooting points with that breeze. It's just difficult in the breeze, putting it up in the air. You'd want to be inside the 45 taking your score.
Yeah, and I think they'll have to realise that this St Killian's team probably is older and probably certainly physically more dominant out there, and they're going to have to stop running into contact, because every time they're going into contact they do seem to be losing possession, as we've seen again.
Same again, yeah.
They are, as you said beforehand, John, they are a young team, this Blackwater team, and it's maybe showing a little bit out there. You can see the physicality of some of the St Killian's players is certainly making a big difference.
Yeah, I think at this stage the Blackwater probably need to start moving the ball out towards the wings, keep it out of the middle where the contact is, and just let the ball down the sideline.
Yeah,
keep
it
it out
of
of the
size
centre.
of this pitch. It is a massive pitch, and as you say, everything does seem very, very central. Everything's up the middle as opposed to maybe having to use the width. Joseph McLaughlin this time has dropped right back, and he sees an opportunity, flicks it to Charlie McCauley, the centre back, all the time in the world, 45 metres out, should make this count, and does make it count. That's a great score for Charlie McCauley. Well worked between himself and his clubmate Joseph McLaughlin there. And again, Blackwater just switched off a little bit, and they just look a little bit shell-shocked at the minute, to be honest with you.
They're great anticipation, made the run there, and great score.
2-3 to no score to St Killians. What a dream start this has been. Another puck out from Billy Murphy, hung up into the air. This time first onto it's Joseph McDonald, but this time Callach Mooney gets his hand on the ball, flicks this one out, but first there's Joseph O'Keefe. O'Keefe could have been fouled, but he's allowed the play to go on. Well covered this time in there by Jack Twomey, the cornerback. First time we've seen him, small and tenacious in there, but he done really well, Jack Twomey. Get onto that ball, and really did need that. They need a bit of a lift coming from somewhere, and they need a score coming from somewhere pretty quick, Blackwater, or this game is going to creep dangerously away from them after only 10 minutes. This one drilled over towards the half forward line, and this one's broken again, but Blackwater just struggling to get their hand on the ball. This one broken this time to Callach Mooney, who's got on a lot of ball. This one's broken to Cormac McKeown from way out the field, from inside his own 65, but drops dangerously in, and this one's dropped straight into the net again, and I don't think there's a square ball or anything they can do there. That looked like a long range ball straight into the net, right from Cormac McKeown from well inside his own half. It dropped. I think, to be fair to Billy Murphy and nets, Oren McCambridge did make a run across his line and made it very difficult for the young keeper to see the ball. but it just dropped straight into the net. 3-3 to St Killians. No score at this stage to Blackwater, and St Killians have their dander up, and they certainly are hunting in packs all over the ball. Joseph McDonald here comes out, does really well, looks for his options. His options this time are Connor Lynch. Lynch goes inside and towards his number 10 in there, Charlie Lenine. Lenine well blocked, and this one's broken down, and you can see all over the pitch St Killians just seem to be just dominating a little bit. That's better play by Callum McCarthy. A clever ball in towards the wing. First time we've managed to see this man really getting onto the ball, and that's young Ben Cummins. But Cummins was well hassled and well dominated there.
Free out.
This one looks as if it's a free out to Blackwater, and you can see that St Killian's sideline must be absolutely delighted with the start. They've made 3 goals and 3 points to no score, and 12 points.
And just going back to the third goal there, hung in the air, perfect time run in, flicked to the net.
Yeah. You think Johnny actually got a flick on it as opposed
I think he got a small touch on it, yeah, just a small flick on it, perfectly timed.
Thomas McLaughlin now goes along with this, and you can see this is dropped right in, but it looks only to be dropping right on top of the Blackwater man, who has options left and right. He looks for his options out here, and it's going to be, should be a free, yeah. What they would give now, we must emphasise this is a very, very strong breeze.
And even just looking at it, the opening spell, much sharper St Killians, playing much better as a team. They're just up early with the tackle, turning over the ball, very impressive opening.
Yeah, and as you say, I think Blackwater have fallen into the trap of playing the ball much too centrally. Again, ball straight up the middle, and they've got to use the wide open spaces of this pitch. They are lighter and they are smaller all over the pitch, and they're going to have to try and use the space to their advantage. They're playing everything straight up the middle towards Cummins, and at this moment in time it's just not working for them. There's an opportunity, but again the play's going straight up the middle too much, John. I think that's just causing the problem for them, and St Killians, who are bigger and stronger at this stage, are breaking. But this is an opportunity now. This is a foul for the Blackwater boys, and this is going to be an opportunity for young Ben Cummins to register the first score of the day after probably about 12 minutes on the clock, and it's the first opportunity for a serious score for Blackwater, and they certainly need it, John.
Yeah, it's badly needed just to tap this over, get going again, hopefully get the next score, then just get themselves back into the game.
Yeah, and there could well be goals for them in that second half as well, but it definitely gives St Killian something very, very strong to hold on to. A 12-point lead as it stands at the minute. Ben Cummins takes his time with this one, pretty much straight in front of the net, strikes this one off his right hand and strikes this one straight through the net. First score of the day for Blackwater, first score of the day for Ben Cummins, and that may be a bit of a settler for them. And Joseph McLaughlin pins this one again down this left hand side, obviously targeting Cormac McKeown here, but this time the Blackwater team have got wise to it and had a sweeper inside. That's better
hit
play,
there,
and he did get hit
hard,
again.
I'd say.
Yeah, that was Niall Hines, sorry, I should have said Niall. I keep calling him Owen, his big brother's called Owen, but that was Niall Hines came across there, and he just caught the man. You can see he's picked up a yellow card. Now it's a pretty hostile environment down there. You can see along the line all the Blackwater subs are standing very, very close to the line.
Yeah, look, just slightly late, mistimed, yellow card.
Yeah, I don't think there was too much malice in it at all. This one skids in towards Ben Cummins, but he lets that one run through, and Caelan Devlin does really, really well. Ably assisted in there by Callum McElwain, who seems to be playing as a sweeper in there. It's just what you said the Blackwater team would do, but Blackwater, as you say, some of their stick plays just not maybe as crisp and as sharp as they would like it, and they have been a little bit off at times, but that's better. Over towards Tag Duffin. Duffin tries to break away, does really well, and just knocks right through Cormac McKeown there, looking for options. Takes his time, pins this one from distance. That looks to have drifted to the right and drifted wide, and that's a third wide for the Blackwater team. And every one of these is going to be absolutely crucial for them, but maybe starting to get a little bit more of a foothold into the game now, Blackwater, and they seem to be coming into control a little bit more. These puck outs are so dangerous, as you can see. They're dropping right inside. This one breaks to McLaughlin. First time we've really seen him on the ball from play. McLaughlin on his right hand side pulls out to the right wing and fires a lovely score. Third point of the day for Joseph McLaughlin. A goal and 3 points now for McLaughlin. 3-4 for St Killians. 1 point for Blackwater.
Yeah, just great run. Picked the breaking ball straight. Look at the post over. No messing with it, and Blackwater just can't get possession again midfield. They just need to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, Oren O'Connor that time takes a shot, plays this one in towards Michael Fury. Fury just tries to get his hands on the ball, but he's very well tackled that time in there again by Jack Toomey. But he's done really well. Fury managed to get it, but brilliant tackle again by Jack Toomey. Does well again. That's a great battle going on in there so far. Midfielder McDonald again plays this up, but look again, no one there but the St Killians men, and they seem to be all over the place. This guy Charlie McCauley's had such a good start to the game. Callach Mooney pins it right across the field, tries to open up the play dangerously that time, but well tackled again. That could be a foul. And again, second foul of the day by Niall Hines, and he does need to be careful that he doesn't pick up another silly book in there. He certainly, St Killians wouldn't want to lose him at this stage. Could have been a bit of pulling inside. This one goes in towards Stephen Murphy, but again, brilliant cover in that time by Colin Ward, who started the game really well. Plays this on towards Cormac McKeown. McKeown using his pace, hangs this one up from distance, off the post, dangerously off the post. First to react, Jack Toomey. Brilliant play by Toomey there. He was first onto the ball, hand passes it to his cornerback Conor Lynch. Lynch plays this one on out towards Jake Henley, the centre back, pins this one cleverly up the line. But again, Blackwater man maybe slightly guilty of trying to play the ball, and a little bit of physicality maybe John was lacking there at times.
It is. It's Joseph O'Keefe now on the ball, under pressure again.
Yeah, and you can see the work St Killians are doing around the middle third of the field there. They're just not letting Blackwater settle on the ball at all.
No, and as you said, going into contact is not working for the Blackwater at all. They've been turned over time after time to try to go down through the middle. They'll have to spread the ball out, use the wings.
Yeah. And it really is the only hope. You can see number 8 there for St Killians, Callum McIlwain dropping right in front of his full back line again. And you can hear Fintan O'Connor down there, the Blackwater manager, is not particularly delighted with the way his team has started. But on the opposite side, Padraig McIlwain from the St Killians manager will be absolutely over the moon at how his team have started. A 12-point lead after around 17 minutes. And he couldn't have asked for a better start, to be honest. Ben Cummins right on the midfield line, hangs this one up, but again, as you can see, it looks as if it's tailed to the left and it's tailed wide, and you can just see the difference that breeze is making.
Yeah, difficult free again, and so this is crucial. They'll have to win this, get it back up the field.
Yeah, McLaughlin again go over towards that man McKeown, who has got on an awful lot of ball. He's been guilty of maybe not taking them. Should take this score off his left hand. Does take this score. Great score by Cormac McKeown. That's his first point of the day. John Reagan's the goal got a flick, but I had it marked down as a straight goal. But we'll give him.
We'll argue
about it after. Billy Murphy again goes long. That's a great pop out, drops in, but brilliantly fielded by Niall McGee that time. McGee could have been fouled, but done really, really well. Got his hand pass away, flicks this one on. First time we've seen James Hickey really getting going. Clever ball by Hickey to McDonald. McDonald takes on Charlie McCauley. Should have been fouled. He was fouled, yeah. That was better play. They realised quickly, put the ball out to the wing a little bit quicker, Blackwater, and that's where the chances are coming. Whenever this Blackwater team tries to go up the middle, they're getting stifled every time.
Look, they've got the roars there now, free, but again, tough free with the wind, but hopefully put this over.
Yeah. Ben Cummins with his 4th opportunity of the day. He's 1 from 3 for his first few, and he really needs to make this one count. But again, none of these frees have been easy, John.
No, the wind has just come across the pitch.
Oh, he's let that one drift to the left again and wide, and it's not good news for Blackwater, but unfortunately Ben Cummins isn't having his greatest day, and these are difficult frees, I have to say. They're not easy by no means. These are frees that are coming, but that's a bad puck out by Thomas McLaughlin that time, and it's gone straight to centre forward Adam Cummins. Cummins looks for his options and gets it back. Cummins, again, you can see the reluctance to shoot because of that breeze, but he's driven this one well, and he's driven it straight between the posts, and that's a really good score from Adam Cummins.
Yeah, and youngest man on the pitch, 15 years of age, brother of Ben, who's in full forward line. A great score.
Yeah, and you could see his reluctance to shoot because of the breeze there. He was trying to hold it up and look for options, but well tackled that time. This one's broken to Joseph McLaughlin, steps onto his right hand and hangs it up, looking for another score. This one looks to be drifting to the left and drifting wide. And St Killians have been guilty of a few bad wides themselves, John, and although the lead looks very, very impressive, 3-5 to 2 points. You never know, you really never know at this level what might happen in the second half. That's a better puck out that time by Billy Murphy, and he finds his man well. And again, you can see the man inside, and he was just tackled. He was just caught across the face, and that's young Callum McCarthy, who's growing more into the game as the game goes, John.
He is carrying the ball, and it's better puck out there. If Blackwater can just nick a few scores and lead up to half time just to close that gap, it's still a huge gap at the moment, 12 points. They just need to close that into single figures.
Yeah, to give themselves belief. We've just got a score from Crook Park. It's 11 points now to St Killians, Kilkenny, 1-8 to St Raphael's, Galway. So that's turned into a bit of a thriller. A lot of people were thinking that St Killians might have run away with it, but it's not that case. This one's broken over to Charlie Lenine. Charlie Lenine does really well, dances round his man, looks inside, but brilliantly cleared that time. Oh, it should have been a foul. Yeah, it was a foul. Charlie McCauley done so well there, came out, broke the play up, but just rashly slashed across his man and gave away a very obvious foul there.
It was great interception and all, but again, these are the scores Blackwater need just to get that scoreboard going and start closing the gap.
Another opportunity for Ben Cummins, and this one's much more scoreable for him, and this should get his confidence up. He has just managed 1 from 4 so far. This should make it 2 from 5 for the young full forward, and he's done really well. And that's a couple of scores in a row now for Blackwater. 3-5 to 3 points, so it's an 11-point game. And as you say, if they could get it back to single figures, if they could get a goal and a few points, it would give them a little bit more belief for this breeze in the second half. And this one's broken right over here this time, and McCambridge has his hands on it. Oren McCambridge steps. Yeah, McCambridge, he just seemed to, as you say, he seemed to take a step inside and then 4 outside, and it was pretty sharp by Matthew Redmond there, and he didn't give him much leeway. This goes right away on towards Colin Ward's corner, over towards the number
Ben
15
Sullivan,
there, Ben Sullivan, the
great
joint
score,
captain. That's a fantastic score. That's Ben O'Sullivan, the first time we've really managed to see him on the ball, and you can see he's jostling with his man in there, Colin Ward, and that's a great score.
Yeah, with those conditions with the breeze now, that's some score from the touchline, just what they needed.
Yeah, we're just about 23 minutes into the game, and Blackwater are just growing into the game, and the next couple of scores are going to be really important to Oren O'Connor here. Of course, that goal he got early on was so important. Looks across, picks out Hines. Hines just was caught there. A brilliant tackle by James Hickey.
Just got the tackle in just in time just to put him off. But impressive thing with St Killians, the puck outs, they're dominating the puck outs on their half forward line.
Yeah, there's a guy with a megaphone just screaming in front of us, in case you're wondering what that noise is. John hasn't developed a very deep voice all of a sudden. Callach Minnie here comes through, he does really well to ride a few tackles. Not entirely sure, that just looked like a physical tackle, but it looks as if Matthew Redmond has given a foul. And it looks like a foul for St Killians right out here on the left hand side, just about 48 metres from the target. And certainly these frees seem a lot more scoreable, John, with that breeze behind you, don't they?
They do, and the way Joseph McLaughlin is playing, you'd expect this to go over. He's striking the ball very well.
Yeah,
he's obviously just going to be a bit of noise taking this free, no doubt about it.
He's in a cauldron. He's in a black and white cauldron down there. It's hangs it up, and it looks to be
left
straight
wide.
Just drifted to the left and drifted wide, and as you say, John, that breeze isn't entirely blowing straight down the pitch. That's a better puck out by Billy Murphy, who, to be fair, after those first 3 goals in the first 10 minutes, he has settled into the game and he's been a lot steadier.
Joel carry this, he'll go,
this one's broken to the midfielder. Brilliant
great tackle.
You can see Callach Minnie just made a diving tackle. The man had got away, but he just dived and managed to flick the ball just off his stick at the last minute there. Joseph O'Keefe again, but that's just drifted away from O'Keefe. And this one's broken on towards McLaughlin, but McLaughlin gets dispossessed that time.
He'll carry it.
And again, those could all be fouls, and Matthew Redmond has seen that. There's 2 or 3 times, but if anything, John, and it will not be to your pleasure, but the wind does seem to be dying off a little bit in this match. It seems to be quieting down.
Ben O'Sullivan now, he'll go if he gets this in the hand.
That's
great tackle.
Fantastic tackle in there by Colin Ward, who's been outstanding.
Great tackle again.
But brilliantly tackled back that time by Ben O'Sullivan. Colin Ward is so strong and helped out by his teammate there, Niall McGee, who pins this one right over, but it's only over as far as Jake Henley, centre back, who has dropped a little bit deeper to cover the ground in there. Plays it out, dangerous ball out towards his half-back colleague over there, and that's tagged
Push in the back, yeah. Free it.
Yeah, and Niall Hines has given away an awful lot of fouls, and certainly
he'll have to be careful. I think 2 fouls since the yellow card, so he's just going to have to watch the tackle.
Yeah, and especially in the second half, because they are going to be under pressure in the second half, and he will need to just make sure he doesn't do anything silly. This one pinned right over here towards, it's landed right on top, but this one's broken down. And John Scullion just seems slow to react in there, and this one's breaking into where Stephen Murphy, he's lost possession. He's still going, looking for options inside. Does really
Sullivan,
well. This one's broken into Sullivan, flicks it out. Just a bad ball that time to Charlie Lenine. Lenine should still score, and he's missed it.
Pity, huge chance there just to get that point on the board, and
every one of these points, as you say, is going to be so important. 3-5 to St Killians, and the scores have dried up in the last few minutes for them, John.
Yeah, Blackwater will be definitely happy with the last 5 or 6 minutes. But they need to take their opportunities.
Cummins plays a lovely ball in towards Ben O'Sullivan. Could be a foul.
Through the back, yeah.
And that's got to be the danger in the second half. If they can, it's exactly as you said, John. Now that they're starting to spray the ball into the corner, it's making such a difference. And you can see the pace of the inside forward line for Blackwater is causing a lot more trouble than it did earlier in the game.
It is. They've settled. Look, those first 10-12 minutes just a disaster for the BCS, but they have settled definitely the last 5 or 6 minutes much better.
Yeah, and this man here is coming more into the game. He's going for his 3rd score of the day, and this will be his 3rd free for young Ben Cummins. And that forward line, the full forward line, certainly looks a lot more like what you were saying they were going to be beforehand, John. They look dangerous and lively in there. And St Killian's defence is going to have to be on their guard. This one looks to have gone straight between the posts. That's the 3rd point of the day for Ben Cummins. 3-5 St Killian's, 5 points for Blackwater. And all of a sudden that 3-goal lead just doesn't look quite so insurmountable anymore, John.
No, if they can just keep it going till half time now, get a couple of more scores on the board.
Here towards Oran O'Connor, he's worked so hard, flicks a brilliant ball back to Niall McGee. St Killians could really do with the score here. Has McGee nailed one from way down the field? No.
Left again, yeah, the wind is just pulling, any long range shots left.
Yeah, exactly, the wind is blowing, although it's blowing down the field in St Killian's favour, it is cutting across the field. First over to this one's Austin Burt, does well to get over there, plays this one to the full forward Oran McCambridge on his right hand, hangs another one up, that looks to have hung up and straight over the bar. That's a fantastic score. Great score by Oran McCambridge there. Didn't look at the target, just hung one straight up. It's a brilliant score. Just used the wind, and probably, John, that's the side to shoot from. If you can get out in that right wing, hang them up. Shooting from this left wing, it seems to be going to the left and wide.
It is a very good score.
This one again played down into a ruck of players. First man to react, young Cormac McKeown, but he loses possession. But it's still, again, Austin Burt, powerful, comes out with the ball again, the number 5. This one's broken again towards the centre forward and towards McKeown. McKeown from right on the middle plays this one up, looks to be a score.
That's great score again, super strike
from Cormac McKeown. Yeah. Really making the most of the one there, and just when they were being put under pressure, St Killians, they've come up with 2 really good scores.
Yeah, they're probably the 2 points the BCS needed, and St Killians have got them now on an 11-point lead again. It's just a pity. It was looking good the last few minutes, but they've opened up a.
Yeah, and those 3 goals, could really prove crucial. The only way back, you really feel, I know it seems early to be saying this, John, but the only way back for Blackwater is to put pressure on St Killians and try and get a goal or 2 themselves.
Will, definitely.
That's a clever ball again, played in towards Cummins. Cummins just tries to get round Devlin, but just can't get away. Managed to get a dangerous ball in towards the midfielder, but he was pulled back, surely.
Yeah, free in.
And there could be a book in there, I would imagine. It looked like a pretty blatant pullback, but to be fair to the St Killians defenders, they probably done the right thing, John.
Yeah, I think, look, just a clever foul as regards Joseph O'Keefe was gone inside the 21 and just stopped them from getting the opportunity of taking a shot on goal.
Yeah, and these frees are starting to maybe add up a little bit, but I think if St Killians have that as their mantra for the second half, if they do not concede a goal, it's very difficult to see how they're not going to win this game.
No, definitely, Blackwater will need goals, definitely.
Yeah, and getting the ball inside is going to be one of the big things, but Ben Cummins, another opportunity, and they've been much easier for him this past few frees. He's nailed 6 points to Blackwater, 3-7 to St Killians. It's only 10 scores to 6, but of course the 3 big scores were those 3 goals, and that's given St Killians a 10-point lead at this stage, and that's better play in there by the corner forward, who has seemed to move right out, and that's a dangerous ball there. He's flicked that one on there. Charlie Lenine does really well. well tackled again by that
great
man
tackle.
Paul Award, who's been outstanding in there. Award takes a late hit, flicks this one on out towards Austin Burt. Burt plays it over towards Fury. Fury gets a hand to this, and it just breaks towards Cormac McKeown. Cormac McKeown goes with his head down, pins this one, and that's a good stop again. Cormac McKeown picks up his 3rd score of the day, and that was again good play by Fury there. He just managed to get a hand on the ball, and it just broke it down nicely, just right under the path of McKeown.
Yeah, St Killians did excellent on the breaking ball, the half forward line. They're just getting on those breaks, taking on their men at every opportunity.
Good play again there by Joseph McDonald. Plays this one in, but there always seems to be an extra St Killian's man in there. That was a great tackle by Caelan Devlin, done really well. Flicks this one out. This one John Scullion pins this one up towards his clubmate Michael Fury there.
Great catch.
Brilliantly fielded in there by the Blackwater man. Looks for another clever ball down in here towards his midfield partner.
Use the wings again, yeah.
O'Keefe looks out, and it looks much more dangerous whenever Ben Cummins with an opportunity on his left hand. Looks short. Done well in there. First thing he's had to do, to be totally honest. And it looks as if Matthew Redmond has blown the whistle for half time. And to be totally honest, John, it could not have been a more perfect half for St Killians. An early goal by Thomas McLaughlin, followed up with goals from Oran O'Connor, and then a little bit of a doubtful one, but we're going to give it to Oran McCambridge. It looks as if he just got a flick to give him the 3rd goal at half time here in Abbottstown. It's 3-8 to St Killians of Antrim, 0-6 to Blackwater Community School of Waterford. And John, it's been a pretty good first half.
It has some excellent hurling, but that start from St Killians, they absolutely blitzed the BCS early on. Excellent scores. Their work rate is huge, in fairness to St Killians. They've turned over the ball time after time. Blackwater settled after the start, got a couple of scores, but there's a few scores there that St Killians got before half time, and 11-point lead at this stage. It's going to be very difficult for the BCS to pull that back. As you said, they will need goals in the second half, no doubt about it. Yeah,
and the danger, I suppose, for St Killians is maybe that they try and retreat too much, and they try and drop the wind. Although the wind is strong, but the wind isn't, it's not the end of the world. You certainly could still score from the midfield line if you're given the chance to do it. But it's going to be really interesting to see. And as you say, I think the key factor for this second half is, will Blackwater have enough to get those goals in the second half?
And you'd expect with the breeze at this stage, 11 points down, will it be Route 1? Billy Murphy, in fairness, has a huge puck out. He should be going well inside the 45 with the puck outs. But if, say, Killians do pack that defence, it's going to be very difficult to get through for goals.
Yeah, and probably, as you've said, that the physicality of the St Killians forward line is much bigger, as you can see, than
they
it
are
is.
much stronger.
So those Route 1 balls going into the edge of the square for Blackwater might not cause the same damage as they're causing the other way, because they are smaller and slighter in there. But certainly it's going to be interesting just to see if St Killian set up maybe with an extra sweeper in there to try and defend, but they certainly don't want to sit back too much and try and hold on to this lead. They've got enough up front to cause problems, and it's going to be a really exciting second half. So John and I are going to go and grab a quick cup of coffee, or whatever Robert will go and get us here on the camera, but we'll hand you back to the studio, and we'll see you again in a few minutes for the second half here in Abbottstown. See you. Puck out.
They're definitely there for using the breeze, let the ball in.
Yeah, and McLaughlin just taps this over 21 metres out straight in front of the net. Lucky, and Billy Murphy hasn't found his man again. He's found the St Killian's man, Cormac McKeown there. McKeown flicks this one over towards McCambridge out in the right. McCambridge has an opportunity, cuts in looking for goal. McLaughlin, goal chance! A goal straight away for Joseph McLaughlin. Here the air horns going. McLaughlin hangs this one up, and he's pinned this one. Killian's forward line is putting them under all sorts of pressure. Caliph Minnie hangs this one up, hopefully into the air and towards that full forward line. McCambridge in there, all sorts of trouble. This is broke for Oran O'Connor. It's another goal. Oran O'Connor does fantastic. Charlie McCauley sent the back all the time in the world, 45 metres out. Should make this count, and does make it count. That's a great score for Joe. Great score. He's gone on a lot of balls. But drops dangerously in, and this one's dropped straight into the net again. Takes his time with this one, pretty much straight in front of the net. Strikes this one off his right hand and strikes this one straight through the net. First, you can see they're dropping right hand side. This one breaks to McLaughlin. First time we've really seen him on the ball from play. McLaughlin on his right hand side pulls out to the right. Has got on an awful lot of ball. He's been guilty of maybe not taking them. Should take this score off his left hand. Does take this score. gets it back coming. Again, you can see the reluctance to shoot because of that breeze, but he's driven this one well, and he's
Great
driven
score.
it straight between the posts. 1-4 so far. This would make it 2-5 for the young full forward. He's done really well. Way out towards Ward's corner, over towards the number
Ben
15
Sullivan,
there,
yeah.
Ben Sullivan. The
Great
joint
score,
cap.
yeah.
That's a fantastic
Great score.
score. Dangerous and lively in there. St Killians defence is going to have to be on their guard. This one looks to have gone straight between the posts. This one to the full forward, Owen McCambridge. McCambridge on his right hand hangs another one up. That looks to have hung
Another
up and
wide
straight
again.
over the bar.
Is it? Oh,
That's
it's over,
a
yeah.
fantastic before that towards McKeown. McKeown from right on the middle plays this one up. Looks to be a score.
Great
That's
score
another
again,
score
super
again
strike.
from Cormac McKeown. The ball inside is going to be one of the big things, but Ben Cummins another opportunity, and they've been much easier for us, and it
Chance
just
here.
breaks towards Cormac McKeown. Cormac McKeown goes with his head down,
Oh,
pins
good
this one,
stop.
and that's a good stop again. Cormac McKeown. So, welcome back to Abbottstown here for the second half of the 2024 Paddy Buggy Cup final between St Killians, Guarantor from Antrim and Blackwater Community School Lismore in Waterford. And so far it's been all St Killians. They've got an 11-point lead here to hold on to, and Matthew Redmond has play underway straight away. And first of all, it's Callach Mooney gets onto the first ball there and he runs through, does really well, hand passes it right through, seems to hand pass it almost to himself there. And it's going to be a big second half, John O'Dwyer, for this Blackwater team to see if they can get back into this game.
Huge. Look, they'll have to get themselves back into some position. If they're 5 or 6 points down with 10 minutes to go, that should be the aim, just to get themselves some chance.
Yeah, just do it gradually, I think, as you say, because it's they can't start going for goals early on, and certainly be the secret for them. They could pick this team off, and it's going to be really interesting to see what way St Killians manage to set up. And you can see whether St Killians go with a sweeper, an out-and-out sweeper to play in there. This one pinned right down the line, and it breaks here towards centre forward, but again brilliantly tackled in there by Austin Burt. This one played in, that number 9 in there, who's been really impressive in there.
Good ball, Charlie
Clever
Lenine.
ball, Charlie Lenine, first chance he's had, lovely step inside. Lenine taps it over, Shirley does tap it over, very nice score by Lenine in there. That's the first of the day for him, and that's exactly what this Blackwater team needed. They needed the first score, John, and they got the first score of the day, and it's that man Charlie Lenine, and that was a lovely score.
Perfect start. As I said, just keep the scoreboard going. No need to panic early on going for goals. Just get closer.
Yeah, McLaughlin just goes route one with this one. That's a massive puck too. That's reached right towards his brother there. He tries to get a hand on it and doesn't, but just manages to flick it, but only flicks it out over the line. 3-8 to St Killians, 7 points to Blackwater. It's a 10-point game, and as you say, the news coming from Croke Park a few minutes ago is it's still a level game between St Kieran's and St Raphael's, and that's a really clever sideline cut over towards the half back, who took his time. Tag Duffin hangs this one up. Tag Duffin's missed this one. Lovely sideline cut that time, John, right over into Tag Duffin's time. He had time, he had space, and he just wasn't able to hit the target that time, and they'll want to make these all count.
Great cross-street ball, just unlucky again, left-hand side, the ball just tailing off.
McLaughlin again, massive puck well inside his own half, but again you can see the difference when those balls are breaking. That's a nice tackle that time again by John Scullion, but this one's broken on towards Redmond again on his left hand, hangs this one up, that one's gone left and wide, and they're just maybe doing a little bit of what St Killian's done in that first half. They're missing towards that left post.
Yeah, look, it's better start. They're creating opportunities, but it's just to nail those. Obviously right hand post, but to keep going left, they'll have to aim out to the right.
Yeah, and St Killian's just seem to have gone out and out here. They don't seem to be playing a defensive system. They don't seem to be doing too much. That was surely a foul, and it is a foul. And you can see right away the amount of space inside, right in there in front of young Ben Cummins. St Killian's are taking a bit of a gamble. They're leaving space inside.
Yeah, Charlie McCauley seems to be coming right out towards
again
the 45.
Sorry to interrupt. With just about 2 minutes left to go, St Kieran's have just crept into a lead. 18 points to St Kieran's 114, and that's a great score there, right from way inside his own half, and that's another good score for Blackwater. Taking it now, St Killian's 3-8 to 8 points. It's a 9-point game. First 2 scores for the second half have gone to Blackwater. Thomas McLaughlin using a little bit of cuteness there, taking his time was puck out, goes right over there towards his brother again, breaks now nicely in towards Cormac McKeown. Cormac McKeown hangs this one up, but it hasn't got the distance nor the accuracy. It's dropped out there. Could be a foul in there, but the corner back.
It just looked like it on the shoulder.
Really well there, and he's broken it in here towards Joseph McDonald, his midfielder. McDonald wants a foul, and with just a few minutes gone in this second half, John, the momentum has shifted towards Blackwater, and certainly they'll want to try and make the most of this for the next few minutes.
Charlie McCauley is staying out towards the 45. They're leaving 2 and 2 inside. If the BCS can get ball into the full forward line, they've a huge opportunity.
Yeah, that was poor play there. That just slipped away, but Oren O'Connor looks inside, plays a clever ball to his clubmate Callum McIlwain, who flicks that one on. Callach Mooney hangs this up, but you can see straight away, I don't think that's even making it. And Fury has his hand in the ball, clever play. Oh, unlucky by Fury there. Looked for options, but brilliant tackle again. And you can see the physicality of that full forward line for St Killians, just how hard they are to handle in there. But brilliant play by this man who's been really outstanding, young Toomey. Clever play again now. This time we're going to see what the corner forwards can do when they get wide open space. It's Ben O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's certainly a yellow card.
Yellow card, definitely.
You can see how frustrated is Ben O'Connor just as he was about to cut inside, and that's bound to be a yellow card, and certainly that's really worrying, especially with about 25 minutes to go when one of your cornerbacks is on a yellow card. You know that's what they're going to try and do, isolate him again, and this is going to take us back for the first time. If Ben O'Connor can get it, it's going to take it back to an 8-point game, and that's as close as they've been for a long time, John.
It is, and it's going to cause a problem for St Killians now. That's the ball inside to Ben Sullivan every time. He will take on the cornerback at every opportunity, so he'll have to be careful as regards next ball in.
Yeah, and the weather's starting to turn maybe a little bit too here. The wind is picking up again, and the rain is just starting to come. Ben O'Sullivan, not the easiest free again for the free taker. He hasn't had the easiest day. He hangs this one up, and he looks as if he's done pretty well with this one. His 5th of the day for O'Sullivan, or for Cummins, sorry. Ben Cummins has nailed that one, the full forward. And now the problems lie with Thomas McLaughlin. He's in the same situation that young Billy Murphy was in the first half. Does he go short? Does he go long? There looks to be a little bit of an incident here off the ball, and it looks as if McLaughlin has gone down. Both players seem to be down.
I'd say linesman will probably be used here. I didn't see, I was looking the opposite side.
Yeah, I don't think anyone saw it. I'm not sure the linesman saw it, to be totally honest, but it looks as if both players were maybe doing a little bit of niggle off the ball. And to be totally honest, it's a good break and play. It's a good break and play, John, to tell you the truth, for St Killians, because Blackwater were really starting to dominate all over the pitch there.
Yeah, it's probably the perfect start for Blackwater. Get the 3 points on the board to close the gap. Ref doesn't seem to be too concerned anyway. Plays going on.
Yeah, it certainly looks as if both players were down, holding themselves, so it's going to give Thomas McLaughlin an opportunity to pick out Charlie McCauley here, and they kind of switched off for a few minutes there, Blackwater, and that's sometimes what can happen. And certainly if it wasn't a foul, it was cute play, but again that's clever, and again they are starting to take over in this middle third, an area where they really struggle. Game 3-11, St Killians 11 points to Blackwater. This time it's broken in there. Again, well tackled by Oren O'Connor. This one's broken in towards the number 12, James Hickey. Hickey cleverly flicks it out towards his half-back, tag Duffin. Duffin, another clever ball in towards this man again.
Ben Sullivan, yeah.
Ben Sullivan gets on it, but brilliantly tackled again in there. But he does so well to break the tackle. Sullivan still going. Tackled again, could have been a foul, but the referee sees nothing but good tackles. Plays on, clever ball out that time. Brilliant in there, plays it to Callum McIlwain, who's dropped so deep we're not getting to see much of him, but what he's doing, it's very effective. Great tackling and great hassling in there again by McLaughlin. This time it's flicked out, and Blackwater have certainly grown more and more into this game as it's gone on. Takes his time here now. This time it's Callum McCarthy. McCarthy probably puts his
high
hand.
tackle.
Again,
Yellow card, I'd say. Alright, he kind of slipped as he was going by him. In fairness, he caught him high, but I'd say yellow card.
There probably is a little bit of vindication for it there, as you say. He slipped into the tackle, so there wasn't anything malicious. So it should just be a yellow card for Callach Mooney, and it is just a yellow card. And certainly in defence, St Killians have been so impressive in there. They just do not seem to let this Blackwater team get away from them at all, especially so far for me. Colin Ward has been so impressive. The cornerback,
excellent at the back. Yeah. This game huge free for BCS, and just get this over.
Yeah.
Just under 14 minutes left. Just get it back and hopefully a goal in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, and this is a big worry for St Killians. If you just look, the number 3, Caelan Devlin there, he definitely seems to be nursing his left hamstring there, and I don't know whether they need to get him treatment or they need to get something. He certainly seemed to be carrying that left leg, and it's dangerous if he gets exposed in there, especially with the pace of this man hitting the free, Ben Cummins. It's going to be a big problem. Ben Cummins, I would say this could be one of the most important frees of the day for him, John. Really needs to nail this.
It is a huge free.
Right on the midfield line, you can see he's just almost bang on midfield, just out to the left of the net. Strikes it very
looks
well,
good.
and it looks maybe to
just
drifted
again
to the left. Yeah,
it looked good, just the last.
And it
tailed away at the end.
Say, that breeze is definitely blowing. It's blowing from right to left, as you can see on the camera, and it looks as if we may have a substitute coming on, and that may be Caelan Devlin's race run. And it looks as if St Killians are bringing on the brother of the number 2, Colin Ward, and it looks like number 19, Eamon Ward, down below us, maybe coming on, and it looks as if there's going to be a replacement. Eamon Ward, who's brother of Colin Ward, who's been exceptional at number 2, looks as if he may be coming in to join his brother in that full back line. And he has got a job to do for the next 15 minutes, and that's just to hold. And it looks as if they're going to put Niall McGee. It looks as if Niall McGee's dropping right back and towards his own full back line, and we've still to see a man come off for St Killians. It looks as if it's bound to be Caelan. Yeah, it's Caelan Devlin. That's disappointed for him, but we did say he seemed to be nursing.
Yeah, look, it's the right call, especially in there 2-2. He just needs to be 100%.
Yeah.
BCS bringing in Shane Barry's coming in, probably will slot in half back. They did in the semi-final. They brought him on and moved Callum McCarthy up into the forward line, so I'd expect a similar move
to try and give them maybe a bit more power up front. Probably it's another good puck out, gets all the distance. John Scullion runs at this one and just manages to kick the ball out over the sideline. What Blackwater would do for a goal at this stage, John, they really need something to give them a spark. We're just about 15 minutes to go. This one goes in, but it flicks up in the air. And it breaks down again, it breaks in towards Callum McIlwain. McIlwain hangs this one up the line. First two, it's Niall Hines. Niall Hines should get his hand in the ball, does really well.
Looked out over the line.
He's lost possession, but over towards McLaughlin. But McLaughlin, who has been pretty well marshalled today, to be fair. He has got a few opportunities in space. Austin Burt breaks the tackle really well, has options, and his options outside of McLaughlin, who's dropped into space, could have an opportunity to score here, steps onto his left hand. Looks inside for option to make it easier for himself.
Good score.
And hangs that one up. That is a good score for McLaughlin.
Yeah, look, it looked like the ball had gone over the line, but obviously linesman is there, would see it better from that position. It was very tight on the line, but great score.
Yeah. We did say at half time that 3-12 would probably win this game for St Killians. Well, they've now got 3-12. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can hang on for the next 12-15 minutes. Been a few subs coming on all round, you can see.
Shane Barry
Charlie Lenine has been taken
Charlie
off.
off, and I'd say Jack Toomey, who's been excellent in the full back line for Blackwater, seems to be pushed up into midfield.
Yeah, and that's probably just, they know they need physicality and they need scores up there. 2 Blackwater men up jumping for that, and they'll not be pleased with that. This one's kicked through now. This time Adam Cummins has broken the line through. He's flicked it out towards his midfielder. He steps onto his left hand, but again he aims at that left post, but he's just cut across it, and it's cut right across, and it's gone to the right, and it's gone disappointingly wide for Blackwater. And it's just feels a little bit like almost as if Blackwater feel the game has drifted away from them a little bit.
Yeah, just 1, 2, I think 4 wides there they've had, and they just needed all those to go over just to get closer.
Yeah. They really do. Every one of those scores counts. Adam Cummins plays this one on, but again that sweeper in there who is doing a pretty good job, Cathal. This man here, Niall McGee, has done a really good job. Plays this one up, and it's right up towards our cameraman there who just...
He never put up his hand.
He should have caught that, Robert. I don't know what you're at there. You should have had your hand on that. This one cut, brilliant cut that time by Joseph O'Keefe right across the field. Cuts it over there towards Ben O'Sullivan, the joint captain of the Blackwater team, but he's so well. Look at many 5 St Killians players around him, and they're just not giving him an inch. And you can see how that half forward line has worked so hard. What we talked about before, the midfield and the half forward line for St Killians has worked so hard to get back into defence.
It isn't the physicality, the difference is huge. St Killian's excellent in the tackle, just tackling in numbers, and BCS just not able to come out with the ball.
Yeah. This is Thomas McLaughlin has come right out of net, and he's just on the other side of his own 45, and he thinks he may have the distance for this. He hangs this one up, and it certainly seems to have the distance, but it looks to be dropping to the right. It hasn't dropped wide, and it's broken again, and that's Michael Fury trying to get his stick onto the ball. Michael Fury's worked so hard on there, and again you can see just the work rate of those St Killians forwards. They're just not willing to let Blackwater out of defence at all. Cannot seem to get the ball past this half back line at the moment for Blackwater, and it's going to be so important. They always seem to be outnumbered here. Cathal McCauley comes across, he's first for this, and he has options inside him. He's got Paul Award, but he does really well. He breaks the tackle that time, comes out, but well tackled that time again, and it's that man again, number 9, Joseph
What
O'Keefe.
A score!
That, as if ever there was an inspirational score needed, that could be the score they needed. Joseph O'Keefe there, who has, for me, has been one of the players of the match so far. He's been outstanding, the midfielder, and it's 3-12 to 12 points for St Killians.
Just getting to stage, at this stage, do the BCS take away the sweeper and just go for man-to-man? I think they have to at this stage.
I think you're totally right. I think they might as well. It's all or nothing at this stage, and the danger with that may be that they might leave gaps inside and allow St Killians to pick them off. And this man in particular, Cormac McKeown, who's run down the channels all day, flicks this one to Oran O'Connor. A chance, O'Connor! A goal for O'Connor, his second of the day! Oran O'Connor, what a fantastic score. He's been fairly quiet all day, but he's come up with 2 absolutely massive goals when it really mattered. 4-12 to St Killians, 12 points to Blackwater community, and you cannot see a way back now, John.
That's game over. Brilliant finish, roof of the net.
Yeah, and again it all came from that man Cormac McKeown running through the lines, breaks the line every time he gets the ball. Clever pass into Oran O'Connor, who done really well and smashed the ball into the roof of the net. This one breaks again, and this looks as if it's a foul.
Yellow card, I'd say, yeah.
For St Killians, and you can maybe see a little bit of frustration starting to creep in the Blackwater players, and surely along that St Killians sideline the excitement is starting to mount, and they must be thinking they are pretty near winning a Paddy Buggy Cup, only the second team in Antrim to get their hands in the Paddy Buggy Cup after Cross and Passion of Ballycastle won it, I think maybe 8-9 years ago. And of course we saw earlier on, the last time Blackwater won this, we actually saw the man down below us, Maurice Shanahan, was down below us here. Serious Waterford hurler. And he was the captain, I believe, John, the last time Blackwater
I think it was 2008, yeah. And look, it's disappointing for the BCS after having a great year, but look, Killians have been the better team. Some great goals after scoring.
Yeah, and that's a
great score
fantastic
there.
score for
Yeah.
Thomas McLaughlin from way inside his own half. Hangs that one up, and as I say, the breeze has died a little bit here, John, which is makes you think that maybe it was in the stars for St Killians a little bit. But they have dominated. As you said, their size, their physical presence. This man here hasn't been dominated. He's been outstanding, and if ever there was a leader in this team,
Great
it's
score
that man,
again.
and that's another brilliant score there from Joseph O'Keefe.
Yeah, look, he's been the standout player for BCS today, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Looks as if there may be another substitute in the St Killians team. It looks like young Paddy McDonald is coming on, number 18 for St Killians, and he's got serious gas and serious pace. This one just breaks inside, but again, well marshalled in there, and that's a St Killians ball. Just a little bit of niggle, Joseph McDonald. I think the frustration maybe overpouring a little bit with him, and just a bit of a rash poke, but I don't think there was too much in it, John, to be honest.
No, not too much, but look, this suits St Killians. It's going to delay the game another minute or so, but I don't think too much in it. Maybe yellow card, I'd say, to deal with it. Yeah, he's going for the book, all right.
So,
all right.
Oh, I'm not entirely sure what the umpire saw, but I think it looked as if he did make contact with the face guard, whether he poked him, whether he put his hand on his face guard. Of course, the rules are pretty clear now. You cannot make contact with the face guard. And it looks as if young Joseph McDonald, I think both you and I, John, thought that was pretty harsh. But
yeah, look,
the rules are the rules,
yeah,
I suppose, in that case. And he did make contact with the face guard. A really disappointing day for an absolute star. I thought he was fantastic today, young Joseph McDonald too. And it's disappointing with just about 3-4 minutes left to go. There certainly doesn't look to be any way back for Blackwater at this stage. Joseph McLaughlin has a free here, just about 55 metres out, right tight on this right hand touchline. And it's a sideline cut, and he's clever. He's
just alert again.
Yeah, it just seemed to just be a little bit more clued in. Charlie McCauley hangs this one up, plays it into the breeze, and it could go anywhere, and it's broken to
danger man again.
Cormac McKeown, and again McKeown just looked to pick it up off the ground that time. Sharp refereeing by the Kildare man. And just about 3 minutes to go on the clock, and it looks as if Blackwater having again brilliant catch again under Stephen Murphy, who's been really dangerous in there.
Probably yellow card number 2, I think it was cornerback.
Could be a second, it could be a second booking
Colin
for Colin Ward there, but
he definitely pulled the jersey.
I don't think he is, and we've got Paddy McDonald now, number 18, coming on to play for St Killians down there, and he's coming on for Michael Fury, who's had a hard working day. Clubman replacing Clubman there, and it looks as if the Blackwater man should go for goal here. Will Ben Cummins sting this one in along the ground, and will there be a sting in the tail in this match? But with 4 goals down, with just about 2 minutes left in the clock, and we've got to start, John, putting our case together for a potential man of the match.
Yeah, I mean, some great performances.
He skidded it in that time. Oh, and that was well blocked by Niall McGee in there. He just managed to get to it. He just aimed at the crossbar, and it just broke out. And this time Callum McIlwain pins it up towards the 2-goal man over there. That's over in a corner. A corner just looked to be pulled back there. Could have been a foul, but he does really well. Manages to retain possession, and a clever ball in towards Callum McIlwain. The unsung hero of this team just dropped back in the pocket and has played balls out all over the pitch. McLaughlin with lots of time now. Steps inside his man. Just probably wanting a little bit too much out of the ball that time, and he was well marshalled and well managed by the... Could have been a throw ball that time, but it wasn't. So,
like, looking at man of the match on the BCS side, Joe O'Keefe, absolutely excellent. But for me, I suppose great performances all over the Killians pitch. But Cormac McKeown, I feel anyway, has been excellent. Excellent game.
I personally, I would have given him the goal in the first half that you thought Oran McCambridge, but I thought it looked as if it dropped in. But with that goal, along with 3 potential points, as this one drops in, Thomas McLaughlin just gets a hand and he spills it. But he looks to have spilled it out into a safe area, and it's just broken out, John. Scullion has broken out here. The ball's along the line. Scullion managed just to get shunted down. Does really well. Well played over there that time by Niall McGee again.
Keeper's down as well. So injury,
yeah. I have to agree with you, John, to be totally honest. I think there's been performances. Colin Ward, Niall McGee were outstanding. Austin Burt and Charlie McCauley. Keelan Devlin, until he went off, was outstanding. Callum McIlwain and Callum Mooney. I think they probably broke 50-50, which is all you could ask for in that midfield battle. The midfield battle was so important, and they definitely they covered themselves in a lot of glory in there. McLaughlin was very steady, probably 1-7, 1-8.
He was, and in fairness, I suppose, on the BCS side, there was a lot of talk before the game. Would have been Joseph McLaughlin, but it's been an overall brilliant team performance from St Killians. Joseph McLaughlin has been excellent, but overall everybody,
two goals from
great team
corner. The full forward line again worked so hard and done a lot of damage in there, actually holding up the play and not allowing the Blackwater team to come out with the ball. But I totally agree with you, John. Our man of the match for the 2024 Paddy Buggy Cup is Cormac McKeown, who was also man of the match in the McGeehan final, and he really put on an impressive display today of not only hard running, but it was ability to break the line. He set up the goal, of course, for Oran O'Connor, who got 2 goals today, and he done so much other damage as well.
Just another sub on Jack McDonald for Callum McCarthy.
Yeah, there's been a few subs that have been going on. There's another sub. Alec McCambridge is on his way on. Number 21 is making his way on into that St Killians forward line, and he looks to be replacing Niall Hines, who again put in a good hard work and shift in there today.
I think Hugo Kwan for James Hickey as well as the other sub in for the Blackwater.
Yeah, and we must be very close to this game being on the blow now. 4-13 to St Killians, and John, as we said, those goals did prove crucial, and they were scored in the first 7-8 minutes, as we see another yellow card there for the centre forward Adam Cummins, and those few goals really did prove crucial in the long run, and it turned out to be the difference in the winning and the losing of this game.
Definitely, like St Killians have been comfortable since they got those goals. Really, they've been comfortable always. I think 8 points was the closest. Maybe Blackwater closed the gap too. They've been comfortable all along.
Yeah, they really have, I think, since. And I know it's difficult sometimes when you're playing with a breeze, you can always be a little bit, but the breeze hasn't really been that big a factor for them. I think those goals just probably a little bit of inexperience maybe from Blackwater early on. Their youth maybe showed a little bit, as McLaughlin has another other opportunity in space and puts this one to the right and puts it wide. And St Killians are getting an opportunity to put most of their bench on as the game draws very close to the death. And this one is broke, and he does deserve a score. Stephen Murphy deserves a goal for his hard running and his play, but again, look at the numbers in there, John. Again, 2, 4, 6, 8 to St Killian's defenders back inside their own 30-metre line, along with the goalkeeper, and that has been the difference. They just haven't really been fit to penetrate, and I can't think of one occasion where they had a meaningful shot at Thomas McLaughlin in the nets there.
No, they haven't, and you can see it from the midfield. Got bodies back, made a 30-40 yard sprint to get bodies that Blackwater couldn't get the breakthrough.
Yeah.
But it's been a very impressive performance. It has for me, the work rate, absolutely top class. They really have worked hard as a team, chased down every opportunity, turned over ball, physical in the tackle, but some great scores, picked up some great scores, like is a 4-12 there.
Yeah, 4-13, I think.
13,
yeah. So it has. It's been, and it must be. Has he sent someone else off, or has he?
It looks like it. Yeah, Ben.
I'm not entirely sure what is that. I don't know what the roar was for. Oh no, he sent Niall McGee off. What has he done? It looks as if he has
Ben Cummins, I'd say, sent off. I'd say, but he's walking over towards the sideline here.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe. Sorry, folks. We've lost our universals in the commentary box a little bit too, but it does look as if he's made his 2 send-ins off, which is a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah,
a few minutes to go.
I think
you're ruining 2 players' day. Callum Mooney again, who's had an exceptional day, makes the last clearance and the last puck of the game to send those players off. I'm not entirely sure it was the best bit of refereeing, but an unbelievable day for St Killians College of Antrim. A fantastic result, beating Blackwater Community School on a scoreline of 4-13 to St Killians Antrim, 13 points to Blackwater, and it's an amazing day for St Killians of Antrim and an amazing achievement for this group of players and an amazing achievement for the management. And John, overall I think the best team won.
Definitely the best team won. Some outstanding players on the pitch. They got the start, but look, even overall, as I said, they were comfortable for the rest of the game. They got that start and stayed ahead. And look, Blackwater will be disappointed, but their young team, they had 5 of that team were under 17 that started there today. a young squad. They'll learn from it, but just no, Killian's better team overall. No complaints from
and they
Blackwater.
did just seem to get the points at the most important time. They got those goals early to settle St Killians into the game. And then, of course, the goal by Oren O'Connor in the second half probably was the blow that really killed the game off. That totally finished the game. And it was at a stage in the game whenever you felt maybe Blackwater might come back, but for the last 10, 15 minutes, there was no hope coming back whenever they got that goal. So it was, very impressive display by St Killians. And we have our man of the match for the day, which we also choose to be Cormac McKeown, who I think was just simply outstanding. And you can see the fans will start making their way onto the pitch down below us, and there will be the long run back up to North Antrim and up to the Glens of Antrim will be a sweet one for St Killians and for the St Killians supporters tonight, John. And we'll take any bit of glory in Antrim at the minute that we can.
It's great, sure. Look, it's a great boost, especially underage hurling going forward in the county. That's some fantastic hurlers there out on the pitch, and hopefully we'll see him along with Joseph McLaughlin, other players making the senior panel for Antrim. Yeah,
coming through, and that's a big thing. I think we've had a few dark weeks this past few weeks in Antrim. Our seniors are maybe in a slightly transitional period and the thing going on. So hopefully this can be a bit of a boost and a fill up for Antrim hurling over the next while. And as I say, congratulations as well to Blackwater and their achievement getting to the final, as you say, especially. I think the difference out there when you've seen it, when you have guys of 15 and 16 playing for Blackwater against maybe guys of 17 and a half, 18 and a half playing for St Killians, it makes an awful difference at that age, John.
It does, definitely does indeed. And as I said, look, they'll learn from it, it'll stand to them. A lot of those players, they've been on the under 17, they won the Munster B under 17, won the senior Munster as well. So look, they've had a very good year. This is the first taste of defeat all year, the first game they've lost, a lot of those players. But look, St Killian's well-deserved win. I said some fantastic hurling, and it's a great boost for Ulster hurling, for Antrim hurling, especially for the school to go so long waiting on an Ulster title and to follow it up with an All-Ireland, and hearty congratulations. Yeah,
it's been a great day, and you can see what it means to the supporters and means to everyone out there. So it's I can see a few proud fathers making their way out there to congratulate their sons, and it's been a long road. The McGeehan, as I say, many months ago I lost the McGeehan final, John, and it felt as if we were never going to win one. We were in final after final after final, and unbelievably after 60 years they managed to win one this year, and this has been incredible to go on then and win this competition. Has been a great achievement for this, and it has been a very strong team. It has a very strong team for St Killians, and they've done really well. So we're going to look forward to seeing if Joseph McLaughlin is going to come up and get the trophy presented to him, the Paddy Buggy Cup, here in Abbottstown. So we don't know where he's going to come up beside us, or whether they're going to do the presentation probably out on the pitch. As we get ready for the presentation, you can see our Man of the Match award for today's match is getting presented to Cormac McKeown over there. Cormac, who was outstanding wearing number 10 today, and I'll credit him with 1-3. John O'Dwyer and me almost fell out of that. We've become good friends throughout the day. I think the two of us, that was our only dispute throughout the whole day, which is for a Waterford and an Antrim man, it's pretty impressive.
Well, I should correct you, actually, Kilkenny man, but
sorry. That's I'm surprised you didn't correct me much earlier on that, John. So it's Man of the Match, Cormac McKeown, who's had an exceptional run with them this season. And we're going to just give you quick update. It actually ended up going to extra time in the A final, and St Killians have now probably done what a lot of people thought they were going to do. It's St Killians not 25, St Raphael Galway 20 points. So St Killians now have a 5-point lead, and it looks as if the Senior A All-Ireland is going again, and college is back to St Killians for, I think that may be the 7th time in about 8 years, and their dominance in this competition continues. The Kilkenny man, you'll maybe be a little happier. That'll maybe cheer you up.
As a ex-Kilkenny CBS man, disappointed, but look, yeah, they're powerhouse of hurling. Record number of All-Ireland senior titles, and it's they're just difficult to beat. I think possibly 7 or 8 finals in a row now to be in it.
It's incredible.
Just keep producing them.
And Joseph McLaughlin has just got his hands in the Paddy Buggy Cup. We can see out there, and he's in the middle of that crowd. It may be difficult for us to see, but you can see he's just managed to get his hands in the cup. And what an achievement that is for him, and what an achievement that is for this College of St Killians in Garantara and County Antrim. So we are we'd like to thank you all, John O'Dwyer and myself, Johnny McIntosh, would like to thank you all for your company today. And John, have you any final words? Pleasure to be with you too, John, and thank you all very much. And well done to both teams today. Thanks.
Yeah, definitely a day for using the breeze, let the ball in.
Yeah, and McLaughlin just taps us over 21 metres out straight in front of the net. Lovely. And Billy Murphy hasn't found his man again. He's found the St Killians man, Cormac McKeown there. McKeown flicks this one over towards McCambridge out in the right. McCambridge has an opportunity, cuts in looking for goal. McLaughlin, goal chance! A goal straight away for Joseph McLaughlin. You can hear the air horns going. McLaughlin hangs this one up, and he's pinned this one. Killian's forward line is putting them under all sorts of pressure. Callach Mooney hangs this one up, hopefully into the air and towards that full forward line. McCambridge in there, and he's causing all sorts of trouble. This is broke for Oran O'Connor. It's another goal. Oran O'Connor does fantastic. Charlie McCauley, the centre back, all the time in the world, 45 metres out, should make this count, and does make it count. That's a great score for Joe. Charlie McCauley. Broken again, but Blackwater just struggling to get their hand on the ball. This one broken this time to Callach Mooney, who's got on a lot of ball. This one's broken to Cormac McKeown from way outfield from inside his own 65, but drops dangerously in, and this one's dropped straight into the net again. Takes his time with this one, pretty much straight in front of the net. Strikes this one off his right hand and strikes this one straight through the net. First, you can see they're dropping right hand side. This one breaks to McLaughlin. First time we've really seen him on the ball from play. McLaughlin on his right hand side, pulls out to the right. He has got on an awful lot of ball. He's been guilty of maybe not taking them. Should take this score off his left hand. Does take this score and gets it back coming. Again, you can see the reluctance to shoot because of that breeze, but he's driven this one well, and he's driven it straight between the posts. 1-4 so far. This should make it 2-5 for the young full forward, and he's done really well. Way out towards Ward's corner, over towards the number 15 Sullivan, there, Ben Sullivan. The
great score,
That's a fantastic score. Dangerous and lively, and St Killian's defence is going to have to be on their guard. This one looks to have gone straight between the posts. This one to the full forward, Owen McCambridge on his right hand hangs another one up. That looks to have hung up and straight over the bar. That's a fantastic before that towards McKeown. McKeown from right on the middle plays this one up. Looks to be a score.
Great
That's
score
another
again.
score
Super
again
strike.
from Cormac McKeown. The ball inside is going to be one of the big things. But Ben Cummins, another opportunity, and they've been much easier for us, and it just breaks towards Cormac McKeown. McKeown goes with his head down, pins this one, and that's a good stop again. Over ball, Charlie Lenine, first chance he's had, lovely step inside, Lenine taps it over, Shirley does tap it over, very nice score, but about 2 minutes left to go. St Killians have just crept into a lead, 18 points to St Killians 114. And that's a great score there. Not the easiest free again for the free taker. He hasn't had the easiest day. Hangs this one up, and he looks as if he's done pretty well with this one. His foot on his left hand. Looks inside for option to make it easier for himself.
Good score.
And hangs that one up. That is a good score for McLaughlin. Time again. And it's that man again, number 9, Joseph.
What
O'Keefe.
A score.
That is, if ever there was an inspirational score needed. Nothing at this stage. And the danger with that may be that they might leave gaps inside and allow St Killians to pick them off. And this man in particular, Cormac McKeown, who's run down the channels all day, flicks this one to Oran O'Connor. A chance, O'Connor! A goal for O'Connor, his second of the day!
Killians have been the better team. Some great goals after scoring.
Yeah, that's a
great score there.
Score for Thomas. This man here hasn't been dominated. He's been outstanding, and if ever there was a leader in this team,
great
it's
score
that man,
again.
and that's another brilliant score there from Joseph.